Once upon a time, in a quiet valley hidden behind emerald hills, there lived a young man named Kai. Kai was intelligent and thoughtful, but few knew the silent battle he carried within. His mind was constantly overthinking about the past, his failures, criticisms, and the weight of others' expectations. About the future, would he ever be good enough, smart enough, lovable enough? Each morning, he stared into the mirror, and couldn't say a kind word to himself. Kai was tired, not from the world, but from fighting himself every single day. One day, he heard tales of a reclusive Zen master who lived atop a distant mountain. They said the master didn't teach how to become someone else. He taught people how to return to themselves, how to love the soul they'd been running from. Kai packed some dry bread and started walking, not to seek enlightenment, but to save himself. After days of climbing through rivers and cliffs, Kai finally reached the mountaintop. There, he found the Zen master meditating in a stone garden. So still, it felt like the world itself was breathing slower around him. Kai bowed deeply and said with trembling voice, "Master, I'm exhausted from being at war with myself. Please show me how to quiet my mind, and how to stop hating the person I've become." The master didn't speak. He simply smiled, stood, and led Kai to a stone courtyard. At the center sat a large stone basin filled with water, and beside it, a small wooden bowl. The master said, "Transfer all the water from the basin to the bowl without spilling a single drop." Kai nodded. But as he began, he quickly realized the bowl was far too small. No matter how carefully he scooped, the basin remained full. It was just like his life, trying endlessly to prove his worth, to be accepted, to be loved, and yet always feeling empty. As exhaustion crept in, the old voices returned. "You're not enough. No one could ever love someone like you. Try harder. It's never enough." Kai wanted to scream, but he couldn't. He just looked down and felt himself breaking. Then the master stepped closer. No scolding, no philosophy, just a gentle hand on Kai's shoulder. And he said, "You are trying so hard to empty the basin. But you've forgotten the most important step. To release the weight in your heart, you must first learn to love yourself." Kai looked up, tears silently streaming. The master continued, "Your mind is like this basin, filled with worry, fear, and the story you keep telling yourself about being not enough. But you don't have to earn love. You just need to stop punishing yourself." Kai didn't understand with his mind, but something in his heart heard it. He returned to the basin. This time, he stopped trying so hard. He scooped the water, one ladle at a time. Not to succeed, but to feel each movement, to be present. He listened to the sound of water falling into the bowl. He felt the coolness, the rhythm. And slowly, his thoughts quieted. The harsh voices faded. He entered a state of flow. And something miraculous happened. The water seemed to respond to his stillness. It flowed gently, precisely. Drop by drop, the basin emptied. At last, the final drop slipped into the wooden bowl. Kai looked up, his heart lighter than it had ever been. The master said, "Do you see now, Kai? When your mind is still, you stop being someone trying to deserve love. You become love itself. And from there, everything flows." From that day on, Kai no longer searched for answers in distant places. Each morning, he stood before the mirror, not to find flaws, but to gently remind himself, "I will no longer abandon myself to please others. I will no longer wait for someone else's love to live kindly with myself. I love me." And that is the beginning of all miracles.